Richard Chu. It's Friday, May 1st. Happy May 1st. And I'm just bringing you this week's tips from protecting what matters most. Hope everybody's doing well and staying safe as always. Right now, during COVID-19, one of the things that I'm speaking to a lot with everybody that's willing to listen or to view are ways to protect your finances during COVID-19. And so I have a number of tools that I use personally, but I'm also using or recommending to clients to help them in their pursuit of staying ahead of the curve and protecting, their most valued resources during COVID-19. So I'll start off with a couple today that I'll hit you with real quickly. One of the ones that everybody should be, hopefully have already done in some measure is if you're a renter, then, we're fully a month in. The whole month of April, here in Chicago and certainly in Illinois and many parts of the country, we have been in a form of quarantine in one form or another. So you should be contacting or should have contacted your landlord by now. And if you have a mortgage obviously on your primary dwelling or any of your investment properties, we are highly recommending that you make that phone call, that you talk to your landlord and or your lender, your bank, so that if there's any issues with your mortgage or your payments, that you don't get far behind. And if you do, that you have a strategy and in place with them, and you had a conversation with them so that they understand that you're not hiding from them, that you do want to take care of business. You just, like so many people, maybe going through some challenges with having been laid off or having some of your resources been tapped due to slowing down in work. So that's one of the first ones that we'll just mention this week. The other one goes in line with this, and that's calling your credit card companies or any personal loans that you may have. Make sure you reach out to those folks as well to let them know that you're not hiding from them, that you want to work out the necessary arrangements to keep those credit cards as up to date as possible. A lot of people or clients are asking me if they're short on cash, should they put that money toward paying a credit card bill? And my recommendation is to make the phone call to talk to that credit card company, that bank, and find out what they're willing to accept and what adjustments they're willing to make. You may be able to make a minimum payment or some version of that so that you can make a payment and you keep that credit card moving forward. However, right now, one of the things that I'm a big proponent of is cash is king because of the necessities that you may need for you and your family. Another one that's been on my mind because I personally have received them working from home. I've gotten fraud calls and fraud emails and solicitations. That happens all the time, whether we were in COVID-19 or not. I have noticed and I paid close attention. There's been a spike recently in the last couple of weeks. And I think that it's important that you be very careful about what you click on, where people are making offers to give you money or to ask for money in certain cases, looking for information as it relates to your credit card number, your bank routing number, and or account number. So be super careful about that. And not just if you're a senior, but anyone that is online can be susceptible to that type of fraud call or communication. So just be mindful of that. Another one that just keep in mind, it's springtime. We all are wanting to get out and do things, rake our yard, cut our grass, trim the hedges, everything that we would do. And that also includes some home repairs or dwelling repairs. I would recommend right now that unless it's a necessity for the preservation of your home or the safety of your home, like if your roof is leaking because of the weather that we've received the last few days, or if you've got flooding or some other item that has to do with the safety of your home, then I would hold off. I recommend you hold off on any big repairs that are not necessities because you're going to tap into cash most likely or some of your credit window. And you don't want to do that right now, particularly with all that's going on with COVID-19. So just be mindful of starting any new projects that are going to tap your cash. And then work opportunities. This is one that I think is really important to look at. If you've been laid off, furloughed, you've lost your job, whatever the language is that the employer is using, one of the things that I'm recommending for clients to do and for everybody to consider, if that happens to be your dynamic right now, is take a look at your resume. Take a serious look at your resume, and you may be surprised at some of the skill sets that you have prior to the job that you were most recently working. Those skill sets may actually be ones that can transfer into a gig economy type of income generator or ability to work from home while you're going through the challenges of COVID-19 and having been laid off or furloughed. So what I'm saying succinctly is look at your resume and just open-mindedly look at it and say maybe there's some things that you've done in the past that might give you the ability to do some work from home, where companies might be looking for people to work from home, where they may have difficulty staffing folks under normal circumstances. So take a look at that. And quick rewind: contact your your landlord or your mortgage holder. Contact your credit card companies. Be aware of fraud calls. Hold off on elective home repairs. And take a look at your resume as it relates to work opportunities to see what you might be able to do to enhance things during COVID-19. This is Richard Chu from the Family Meeting, Protecting What Matters Most. You certainly can call me directly at 312-952-8040. And my email address you have at rchu@firstcig.com. And certainly give us a call on a family meeting at 773-763-9278. Sundays from 4 to 6 p.m. Check out me, Eric Grant, and Tressa McDonald, the family meeting. We love you guys. Stay safe.